Hello student. Today we will start miscellaneous exercise on chapter 5. Your first question is differentiate with respect to x. You see, in this chapter when the questions are given, it is not mentioned that which method of differentiation you are going to use. It will be not mentioned to you. You have to first see the question and then you have to decide what method of differentiation you are going to apply. So your first question is number 1, 3x square minus 9x plus 5 whole to the power 9. You have to find ddx, derivative with respect to x, that is ddx of 3x square minus 9x plus 5 whole to the power n. So if you see the question properly, then you see, since the power is a constant, so you can use the formula x to the power n. That means here you have to use chain rule, because you have to think this portion as x and then you have to do the differentiation. Hope you understand the method. So if I apply x to the power n formula, you will get nx to the power n minus 1. So in this case, it will be 9 into 3x square minus 9x plus 5 whole to the power 9 minus 1. That is equal to 8. And after that, as you have think this portion as x, so take derivative of this portion, right? And then let us do the simplification, that is derivative of the remaining part. So just keep this 9, 3x square minus 9x plus 8 whole to the power 8. And differentiating this portion, you have to use sum and difference rule. So first expression, ddx of 3x square. 3 is a constant, so it will come out as it is, and ddx of x square is twice x. Here minus sign is there. So the second expression will be ddx of 9x. 9 is constant, come out. I have not written that step. So ddx of x is 1. And then we will get ddx of 5, which is constant, that is equal to plus 0. So here this differentiation is completed, then do the simplification step. You can take common here 3. So let us take common 3. Then 3 9s are 27. Here what is left? Twice x and 3 will be left. And this one you just keep it as it is. So this is your answer after simplification. Now go to question number 2. Your question number 2 is sine cube x plus cos to the power 6x. ddx of this expression you have to take. Here also you see the power is a constant, but the sum rule you have to use. First you have to use sum rule, that is ddx of sine cube x plus ddx of cos to the power 6x. We can separate it. After that we see that sine power is a constant, because sine cube x can be written as sine x whole cube, plus cos to the power 6x can be written as ddx of cos x whole to the power 6. Since the power is a constant, so again we are going to use the formula what? X to the power n. Thinking this as x, that means chain rule you have to apply here also. Then it gives you 3 sin x whole square, because 3 minus 1, and ddx of, you are thinking sin x as x, so ddx of sin x. Similarly here also it will be equal to what? 6 cos x to the power 5, and you are thinking here cos x as x, so ddx of cos x, right? After this, let us do the simplification and derivative. 3 sin x whole square can be written as sin square x, and ddx of sin x is what? Cos x. Here 6 cos to the power 5x and ddx of cos x is minus sin x, so I have written here minus sign. Plus minus minus into sin x. After this you can stop here, but as we see here sin x and cos x can be taken common, and 3 also. So let us take common 3 sin x cos x. Here sin x will be left, minus is there, here number is 2, and cos to the power 4x will be left. So this is your answer. Next you see the next question is 5x to the power 3 cos twice x. So in this case, as we see, the power is a variable. So hope you understand what method of differentiation you can apply here. Yes, you have to apply here logarithmic differentiation, because the power is a variable, right? So I name it as y. Y is equal to 5x whole to the power 3 cos twice x, as the power is a constant. After that, I just take log on both sides. Log of y will be equal to log of 5x whole to the power 3 cos twice x. The power you can write down as a product. So it becomes 3 cos twice x into log of 5x. Then you can take differentiation, simplification is done. So d dx of log y is equal to d dx of this expression 3 cos twice x log of 5x. Log y, thinking y as x, you can use here chain rule. So 1 by y dy dx. And what about this? It is the product of two functions of x. So product rule you have to use. I am taking this 3 constant outside, or you can write down this 3 cos x as the first function, then take the derivative of what? Log of 5x. I have done here directly. d dx of log of 5x. 5x is treated as x. Log x formula can be applied. d dx of log x is 1 by x. So it will be 1 by 5x. And as you have think 5x as x. So take d dx of 5x. Here also plus 3 log of 5x is the next expression. You have to take derivative of now cos twice x. What is the derivative of cos twice x? Minus sin twice x, d dx of twice x. It is done. After this, our aim is to do what? The next is d dx of 5x and d dx of twice x. Let us see what. Just a minute, okay? Okay. So here the next question is dy dx. I just bring this y to the right side. Do the product 15 cos twice x and 1 by 5. And d dx of 5 is 5 just come out. That's why it will become 25. d dx of x is 1. Here also 2 will come out. So 2 to the 6 log of 5x into sine of twice x into d dx of x is 1. Here I have done the simplification step and put the value of y. Y value is 5x whole to the power 3 cos twice x. Here 5 we can cancel out. 3 by x cos twice x will be left. 6, this is log of 5x dot sine of twice x. You may write down sine of twice x as the first term and this as second also. Product. So here the differentiation is completed. Now let us go to question number 4. Your question number 4 is sine inverse of x root x. You have to take derivative of sine inverse of x root x. So hope you understand what method to apply. Yes, inverse trigonometric function. Because you can think it as x. Thinking this as x, chain rule. Sine inverse of x formula can be applied. So the formula of sine inverse of x is 1 by under root 1 minus x square. So 1 minus your x is x root x whole square. d dx of what is your x? X root x, right? So simplify this 1 by x. It will be x square into x. That means directly also you may write down x cube and d dx of just take the power together. 3 by 2 x to the power 3 by 2. Then doing the simplification step we get this is 1 minus x cube 3 by 2 x to the power n formula 3 by 2 x to the power n minus 1. So which is equal to 3 by 2 will come out, x to the power half will be there and under root of 1 minus x square. Here this step we can stop here, or I have written one more step, that is what? 3 by 2 half means also root over, so under root x by 1 minus x cube. This is the answer. Next question. Let us go to the next question, that is what? d dx of, I have directly written the question, this is your question, d dx you have to take. d dx of cos inverse of x by 2 divided by under root twice x plus 3. Division. So you have to use here division rule, quotient rule. That is denominator square. That is twice x plus 7 whole square. The denominator is there. V, u by v, if I think it as u. V d dx of u minus u d dx of v. Okay. So here root over twice x plus 3 into d dx of cos inverse of x minus cos inverse of x u d dx of root over this one. So let us apply formula now. Root over twice x plus 3. What is the formula can be applied here? X by 2. So you can use cos x formula. Okay. Cos inverse of x is minus 1 by under root of 1 minus x square. X is x by 2 whole square into d dx of x by 2. Minus, this is cos inverse of x by 2. You can use here formula, root x formula, thinking twice x plus 7 as x. d dx of root x is 1 by 2 root x into d dx of what is that? Twice x plus 7. And here I have just removed the square root because you have square it. Okay. Then let us do the simplification step. So here this is what under root, here this is cos derivative is minus sine, is not it? So I can write down here cos inverse is minus, minus plus minus is minus. I have written here twice x plus 7. On simplification it is x square by 4. 4 I have 4 taking out of this root over, it will become 2. 2 I have written in the numerator. This is 4 minus x square. And here half is come constant, outside ddx of x is 1. Okay, so here this 2 and I have written this as the first term, this is the second term, and twice x. 2 is constant, come out, ddx of x is 1 and ddx of 7 is 0. Okay, after this 2 will be cancelled out with this, and then what is left? Under root minus is there, under root twice x plus 7 by 4 minus x square, and these 2 and 2 are also cancelled out. Cos inverse of x by 2 under root twice x plus 7 divided by twice x plus 7 is the answer. Okay, now I go to question number 7 or 6. Your question is cot inverse of under root 1 plus sin x plus 1 minus sin x whole thing divided by 1 plus sin x minus 1 minus sin x. If you see, you cannot do it, you can do it directly, but it is better to simplify this portion first, because you have got this type of question in inverse trigonometric function, how to simplify. If possible, try to remove the square root and do the simplification, then it will be converted to a simple derivative. So I first do the simplification part of here. I have shown you how to do the calculation here. Under root 1 plus sin x, I can write down it as 1 plus sin can be submultiple angle formula I can use, which is 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. I want to remove the square root. That's why I want to make it a perfect square. So in place of 1, I am writing here sin square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2. You know, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Just to remove the square root or to make the perfect square, we have written this one. Plus 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. And now if you compare, it is nothing but your a plus b whole square formula. So I can write down a as cos x by 2 and sin x by 2 whole square. You see why I am writing cos as first term and this as second term. Because I want to get cot. Numerator we have plus. So if here we will get negative. So if I write down cos as the first term and sin as the second term, sin will be cancelled out and cos will be left in the numerator. Cos by sin will give you cot. That's why I have written here cos as first term and sin as second term. Without this also we can do, in that case we will get tan. Tan, we have to do it in that case one more step, that is tan inverse. You have to convert in terms of again cot. Okay, that's why I have done it directly. After this, you see, similarly we can write down 1 minus sin x as what? Cos of x by 2 minus sin of x by 2. Then I have done the simplification step here. That is what? 1 plus sin x plus 1 minus sin x under root 1 plus sin x minus 1 minus sin x. Put the value. I have substituted the value of 1 plus sin x, that is what? Cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Denominator also, you see, your denominator is under root this and this one. So let us substitute the value. Cos of x by 2 plus sin of x by 2 minus is there. Minus cos of x by 2 minus plus sin of x by 2. Here this and this expression cancel out, and here cos and cos will be cancelled out. 2 cos x by 2 will be left in the numerator and 2 sin x by 2 will be left in the denominator. Again 2 will be cancelled out. Then what is left? Cos by sin x by 2, that is equal to cot x by 2. You see the whole expression, this one become cot of x by 2. Now go to your given expression. This is your given expression. In place of this I have substituted cos x by 2. Then cot inverse of cos will be x by 2. That means the whole expression is convert to x by 2 now. Now take ddx on both sides. ddx of cot inverse of whole expression give you ddx of x by 2. 2 is constant, come out. ddx of x is equal to 1. So the answer is half. You see, when you do trigonometric calculation first, then the question becomes so simple. Is not it? So try to remember few results. Here you have to use the results of trigonometry also. So try to remember the formulas of trigonometry and inverse trigonometry properly, because everywhere those things are used. Now let us go to question number 7. Your question is log x to the power log x. Just by seeing the question, hope you understand what method of differentiation you have to apply. Yes, since the power is a variable, you have to apply here logarithmic differentiation. That's why we are taking it as y. Y is equal to log x whole to the power x. Taking log on both sides, log of y is equal to log of log x to the power log x. This power will come as a product. Log x into log of log x. Simplification step is done. Take derivative on both sides. ddx of log y is equal to ddx of log x log of log x. Then I take the derivative step. It is 1 by y dy dx. Thinking y as x, I have done the differentiation. Here you have to use product rule. This is first function, this one is second function. So log x ddx of log x plus log of log x ddx of log x. Hope you understand it. We have done so many questions, this type of question, is not it? So dy dx, this y as it bring to the right side, log x, ddx of log x, think log x as x, and log x formula can be applied. 1 by log x into ddx of log x, because you have considered log x as x. Then log of log x and derivative of log x is 1 by x. So we got dy dx equal to log x to the power log x. This to cancel out. Log x is 1 by x derivative. 1 by x into log of log x. Then here I have taken 1 by x common and write down this step. You can stop here also. Hope you understand the procedure. Okay. Now let us go to the question number 8. Cos of a cos x plus b sin x for some constant a and b. Here a and b are constant. You have to find a derivative of this expression. Directly also you may do. I have named it as y, but you can do it directly also. So ddx of this one is equal to what? You have to think it as x. Cos formula can be applied. Chain rule. So cos x formula is minus sign of this expression. What you have considered as x? Yes, this expression. So write down it as ddx of a cos x plus b sin x. Keep it as it is. Take derivative of this expression. What is that? You see, a is there, so a come out, ddx of cos x is minus sin x. B is there, come out, ddx of cos sin x is cos x. So here this result is completed. I have taken here minus sign common so that I can adjust with this minus. Minus minus plus. Sine of a cos x plus b sin x, and this one is written as a sin x. Minus sign as I have taken common, so it becomes minus b cos x. So here the solution is completed. Next, let us go to question number 9. Hope you understand now what method you have to apply. You can select yourself or no. So name it as y because it is power is a variable. So you have to use logarithmic differentiation. Take log on both sides. Log of to the power this one come as a product. Up to this it is clear to you. Simplification is done. So take ddx on both sides. This derivative give you 1 by y dy dx. U into v rule have to apply. So thinking this as u and this as v. U ddx of v plus v ddx of u. Right? This one ddx of this one plus this one ddx of this one. Do the simplification. Dy dx is what? What is dy dx? I have just bring this y also together. At the same step I have done here. Y as it bring to the right side. This is sin x minus cos x. You have to think it as x. Log x derivative is 1 by x into ddx of sin x minus cos x. Log of sin x minus cos x and ddx of this is equal to what? Ddx of sin x is cos x, ddx of cos x is minus sin x. Right? Here I have substituted the value of y, and this will say sin x cos x, sin x minus cos x will be cancelled out. Only this will be left. Derivative of sin x is cos x, derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So this is done. After this, the next is here. You see, I just keep it as it is. And after this, this is one expression, this is another expression. Cos x, sin x will come out. I have taken it common. Sin x minus a whole to the power sin x minus cos x plus sin x come out. Here 1 is left and plus log of sin x minus cos x. This completes the solution of question number 9. Let us go to question number 10 now. Your question number 10 is x to the power x plus x to the power a to the power x and a to the power a. For some a greater than 0 and x greater than 0. So as here we see there are different types of functions present. Some of them are power is a variable, somewhere the power is not a variable. That's why I just name it as y so that I can apply here logarithmic differentiation. I just name it as u, v, w, z. What is u, v, w, z? I have just mentioned. Here we cannot write down directly the logarithm because the sum is there. So instead of taking logarithm directly, I'll go to apply logarithmic differentiation, but there before that I have just done the derivative. dy dx equal to du dx, dv dx, dw dx, dz dx. Then in case of u, the power is a variable. So you have to use here logarithmic differentiation. So u is x to the power x. So take log on both sides. Log of u is log of x to the power x, which can be written as x log x. Take ddx on both sides. ddx of log u is ddx of x log x. Log u derivative is 1 by u du dx. U into v rule apply. So u is x, ddx of log x, plus log x is there, ddx of x. Now after that I just bring this y to the right side. U, x, ddx of log x is 1 by x, log x, ddx of x is 1. Then put the value of x to the power x, this is 1 plus log x. Okay, so du dx is done. Now let us go to v. What is v? V is x to the power a. Power is a constant, so obviously I can use here x to the power n formula. This is a direct formula. V is equal to x to the power a, so dv dx is ddx of x to the power a. So dv dx is a is constant, like n. a x to the power n minus 1, a minus 1. W is a to the power x. This is a direct formula. So dw dx is the dx of a to the power x. That is, the w dx is equal to a to the power x into log of a. Then z is a to the power a. So dz dx equal to ddx of a to the power a. A to the power a is a constant, so it will be equal to 0. So ultimately what I have got, dy dx is equal to, this put the values, x to the power x 1 plus log x, a x to the power a minus 1, a to the power x log of a, and plus 0. Then this is your answer. So hope you understand the method how to do the differentiation. Let us do one more question. Your next question is number 11. X to the power x square minus 1 plus x minus 3 whole to the power x square, x greater than 3. The condition is mentioned. So I just name it as y. Sum, but power is a variable. So you have to take logarithmic differentiation, but before that you have to give the name, because log directly we cannot take, as there is no formula for log of m plus n. So I just name it as u and this as v. And then I take the derivative, dy dx equal to du dx plus dv dx. U is this much. Then take log on both sides. Taking logarithm on both sides, log of u is equal to log of this one. This power can be written as a product, x square minus 1 log of x. Then take logarithm, ddx. ddx of log u is equal to ddx of this expression. Log u derivative is 1 by u du dx. Product rule can be used. X square minus 1 ddx of log x plus log x, x square minus 3. X square minus 1, not 3. Oh, not 1. Du dx equal to u. X square minus 1 ddx of log x is 1 by x log x, and this derivative is twice x minus 0. Then du dx equal to what? Put the value of u. U value is x to the power x square minus 1. And this one I have written as x cube minus 3 by x. And twice x as the product, first product, and that log of x. Then go to v. Your v is again a power is a variable, so logarithmic differentiation you have to use. Log of v is equal to what? Log of this expression power. That's product. Power will come as a product. Take ddx on both sides. Then 1 by v dv dx. Here product rule you have to apply. X square ddx of this expression, x square minus 3, and this one. V I just bring to the right side and take differentiation of this expression. Log of x is 1 by x ddx of x minus 3. Log of x minus 3, direct derivative twice x. V value substitute, x minus 3 x square. This is x square by x minus 3, and ddx of this is 1 minus 0, that is 1. Twice x into log of x minus 3. So I have got the v dx and du dx. I can write down the value of dy dx. Put their corresponding values. X to u value you see, x to the power x square minus 3, x square minus 3 by x twice x log x. Remember and put it, right? And this is the value of dv dx, substitute. Okay, so today I stop here. Remaining solutions are miscellaneous. I will give in the next video. Okay, thank you.